an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will kick it away first. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looking for space. It's Everett. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looking to throw for it. There's the pressure. They get to him as he throws.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody to dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. They'll try the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Finley. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Shakes off the defender. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because...
Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Direct snap. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last two plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Oh, they're after him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisiana Tech was far from the friendly confines of Ruston, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Finley. Catch in the middle, it's Sims. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
The Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Quick completion to the right. At midfield, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Finley. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And I don't know as a defense on 3rd down how you let that guy be wide open. You can let the tight end be wide open. Maybe a running back leaks out. You're not letting one of the best wide receivers in all of college football be that scot-free. That was just way too easy for the offense.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 1st down from the 40. With the catch, it's Cantrell. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running to the left. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his big tight end. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Ready. From the gun, wants to pass. He turns that loose down the right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Give to the running back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passing.
There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown Tigers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Sims. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The give to the back. Finds a little space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
He wants to go deep. And he's got it inside the 20. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To the ground with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Back to pass. Rushes on him. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls in.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sims. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Running the red zone, it's Marsh. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Zings it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
The Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! Fitted in the window for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike to that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Fakes the grab. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the 2-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gonna take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
But listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
It's complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really...
Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida! mistake.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Open space at the 25. Flying down the right side. The 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Hard running there. Got the first down. Looking for more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got...
Looking for a deep man. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown Seminoles. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. They'll go right back to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the gun, the ground game. Across the 45. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. 22-1. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Marsh. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Here comes the heat. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
So now it's second and long. Sends it back in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Here comes the offense on second down.
Ready,
Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. And they're able to get him on the ground.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Let's see what they do on third down. He wants to throw it again. Going downfield for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They want to run it left here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, the running back has it. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the